All right, we're in early warning weather alert mode, of course, as the remnants of Ida really will be bearing down on Connecticut. Rain already falling. Conditions only get worse as the evening transitions into the overnight hours. It's during that time frame that there's great concern for heavy rain that could really exacerbate the flooding threat, given that the ground is already saturated from the past couple of weeks. Of course, we've already had the remnants of Fred and then followed just 3 days later by Henri. Damaging wind is pretty low. Coastal flooding also low, but there is a concern, especially throughout southern and southeast Connecticut, that even as we head past sunset, that there could be a little rotation that could lead to a brief isolated tornado. Currently across the state, we are tracking rain, heavy at times, especially throughout the northern half of the state. You can see kind of a broken set of downpours throughout the southern part of Connecticut, but there's certainly more rain to come. So if there's a bit of a break or lull in your community this evening, it will certainly be filling back in as we head toward and past sunset. So our view from Torrington showing poor visibility, wet conditions all across the state. A similar scene looking live there from Stories. You can actually see the wind-swept rain and the low clouds from our perspective overlooking the Yukon campus, and our view from Middletown. Bit of a lull right now there with an overcast sky. So temps inland are in the low and mid 60s right now, close to 70 along the 95 corridor. And as you look at the setup here, we've got an area of low pressure to the southwest of Philadelphia. That is the center of what is left of Ida. We've got a couple of tornado watches near that center of circulation and to the northeast of it along this warm front, a boundary that's going to nudge ever so slowly northward, and that's why we could see in coastal and southeast Connecticut and southeastern New England a threat for, again, some damaging wind, perhaps even rotating wind with that chance for a brief isolated tornado. So the greatest risk areas where those watches are currently in effect, but we are in that slight risk category southeast of 84. We're going to be watching that very closely. We've staffed up the early warning forecast center all night long, so every minute will be covered, and we'll keep you updated if and when something were to possibly rotate. Of course, something that we're all going to have to contend with is the heavy nature of the rain that will really lead to that concern for flooding as we head through the overnight time frame. The National Weather Service, and this is pretty rare to have a high-risk area, including us here in Connecticut, for excessive rainfall. So here's the situation on Futurecast. Again, you can see a bit of a lull in a few communities as we head towards 6, 7 o'clock this evening. Heavy rain from the west overspreads the state as soon as we hit and go past sunset. So 10, 11 o'clock tonight, raining statewide and coming down at a very good clip. We could see rainfall rates perhaps 1 to 2 inches an hour. 2 o'clock in the morning, raining all across Connecticut. Some rumbles of thunder can't be ruled out. By 7 o'clock in the morning, you can see the back edge of the rain working east of Interstate 91 with clearing near the New York border. And then we'll all break out into sunshine as we make our way toward lunchtime tomorrow. So overnight, temperatures only drop to the upper 50s and low 60s. Tomorrow afternoon, highs between 70 and 75 inland, mid 70s at the Connecticut shoreline. So at our early warning 7-day forecast, after 2 to 5 inches of rain with locally higher amounts that again wrap up early tomorrow morning, the end of the week features beautiful weather, low 70s, a northwesterly dry breeze, sun and clouds. Saturday will start off in the 40s. By the afternoon, hit the mid 70s. So a little bit taste of autumn. As you know, of course, we've started the meteorological fall season. For the rest of the holiday weekend, Sunday, sun and clouds, chance for an isolated shower or storm, a touch muggier with highs in the upper 70s. Dry for Labor Day Monday, highs in the low 80s. For shoreline highs over the 3-day period, getting progressively warmer, mid 70s for Saturday. By Monday afternoon, low 80s.